everyone, John Kozeski here with the Chamber of Commerce, your small business advocate. If you're anything like me, you've been sitting around your house for the last few months, staring at the walls, looking in closets, and realizing just how much junk we all have in our homes. So here to help us answer that question of what to do with it all is our very own Nancy Sheeler of Transitional Design. Nancy, how are you today?
I'm great, John. Thank you so much for asking, and I'm happy to be interviewed here.
Well, we're happy to have you. Nancy, certainly most importantly, you, your family, your employees, everyone's doing well and healthy?
We are, just like everybody else. It's been a heck of a wild ride, but we are all healthy, and thank you so much for asking.
Of course, of course. So for any of our viewers at home who aren't familiar, why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of transitional design?
Okay, thank you. So transitional design, we have several services. People have probably been in our place and see what we sell, but the biggest part of what transitional design does is not what you see when you come in here. We are specialty movers, and we help people downsize and move of any age, but we specialize with the elderly. And we also provide a complete clean out of someone's home or estate after they've moved or after someone's passed away. And then we will bring anything that is sellable, that we feel is sellable, and we will bring it to our location here in Broadview Heights. And we sell two ways. We sell in our resale store that I think a lot of people are familiar with, and hopefully lots more will be familiar with. And we also do online auctions. We have almost 12,000 bidders and growing. And we have anywhere from 1 to 3 online auctions every week. They last a full week. People bid on them. Most of our auctions are at this location, and the pickup is here, but we also have auctions from people's homes at different locations. So that's kind of in a nutshell what we do.
That is tremendous. I think most people don't realize all that you really have going on, which is amazing right here in Broadview Heights. But you touched on a lot of different areas, Nancy. So with COVID-19, we're all changing the way we're doing our business, and for you in particular, you're twofold because you're going into people's homes, but then also you're running a retail store. So you're kind of fighting this battle on two fronts. How have you had to adapt to all this?
Well, I know I said earlier, it's been a wild ride, and it really has been very emotional. And parts of our business, the movers are considered essential. So we had to keep moving people. If they've sold their house, or if somebody has to go to a retirement community or assisted living, although a lot of the communities, retirement communities, did shut down and did not allow people to move in during this time. So we have a lot of, and when we do go into someone's community or home, there's just all the protocols, and everybody has a different one. So we learn what each one requires, and our movers we're taking the temperatures and the masks, and it's been a little bit of a scary time, but we're getting more used to it. So we don't have as many moves as what we normally have this time. Of course, we had to close the doors of our resale store, due to the, so we did shut down for a little over 2 months. We just opened June 1st. And so realizing that we have not our things in the store we're selling, it's our customers' things. So we sold every single thing we had in the store, and we sold it on online auction. Wow. So then we had to fill the store back up again, but it's nice that we've been able to, so our consigners didn't have to be without money. Mm-hmm. So, because everything we consign is, I don't buy their things, it's on consignment. It's usually a 50-50 split.
Absolutely.
So we were able to we laid a lot of people off, but we had a core group that kept things going.
That's great. That's great. You were able to keep some people employed during these difficult times. Nancy, talking through this, it has me thinking, I have a feeling you probably have a lot of stories from all of your visits to different people's homes and places. But
I'm going to write a book someday.
I think I'll buy that book. But what would you say, if you were writing that book right now, what is the most unique or the strangest thing you've seen in someone's home?
Well, that would be probably a camel saddle.
A camel saddle?
So, yes. So this was early on. We had a camel saddle, and we didn't realize what it was. We thought it was a unique looking stool. So we sold it on our online auction as a unique looking stool. And when the winning bidder came in, she said, "This is really a camel saddle." She says, "Look at it." And there were camel, engraved on it. And then just to do a quick follow-up on that, about a year later, I was in a lady's home, and she had a camel saddle. And I said, "Oh my gosh, you have a camel saddle." And she says, "I cannot believe you knew what that was."
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Well, speaking of being in people's homes, there's a lot of people at home right now watching us right now. And maybe after this interview, they're going to start looking around and realizing that their homes are a little more cluttered than they need to be. So what advice would you give them for their own lives?
Well, just look around and what are you storing in the basement? What extra belongings, whether it's anywhere from furniture to home accessories. We sell ladies' clothing, purses, jewelry, and so this is a good time. I think a lot of people are cleaning out and wanting to find an outlet to sell their items. So, and we are that outlet. We just don't take things like maybe an assortment of coffee mugs or something you might find at a flea market, so just a little bit up from there. And we do have pickup services. We do have to charge for them, because we're sending our movers out, but it's really a good way to, sell what in yard sales and garage sales, and they're kind of a lot of work for little money, so we can help there.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of us out there looking to make a little extra money right now, and this sounds like a phenomenal opportunity to do it.
Right. Agreed.
Well, Nancy, we just celebrated your grand reopening on June 1st. It was a wonderful experience to be there. For any of our viewers at home that haven't visited your retail store, I highly encourage them to stop in. Nancy Sheeler of Transitional Design, we have her information right here on the screen if you're interested in either selling some items or picking up some new items for your home. So, Nancy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. In the meantime, keep safe, keep healthy, and keep shopping local.